To the markets, I see the Dow still above the 40,000 level, 40,025 to be precise. Hit that number about an hour ago. Check Walmart. A very strong earnings report this morning, and the stock is sharply higher. For a company that size, a 5% gain in the stock price is really something else. I want to bring in Mark Avallone. He's watching the market for us this morning. What does the Walmart report tell you about the economy, Mark?
Well, good morning, and it tells us that the consumer is still strong and they're spending, but it more tells me about the excellent execution at Walmart. They connect with their customers on many levels. Look, they expanded in e-commerce, they expanded in private label, they know their messaging, they know their core consumer, and they don't change it quarter by quarter. This e-commerce growth that they're experiencing started years and years ago. They made acquisitions, they made it an emphasis, and now the online advertising boosted, and their traffic through that portal is going up. So I think Walmart is a combination of both a strong consumer willing to spend. Americans are excellent at spending, but they're also smart and they see value at Walmart.
One of our guests earlier this morning said Walmart is a fantastic company, but he wouldn't buy the stock because it's boring. It doesn't go anywhere. You've got 10 seconds to comment on that, if you wish, Mark.
He's not totally wrong. It's a slow-moving value play, and if that's how you want to invest in a reliable retailer, that's fine. But look, it's not NVIDIA and it's not big cap tech. So pick which type of investing you prefer.
Okay, the Dow's at 40,000. Does this rally have legs?
I think it does. I think if we can keep inflation modest, I don't expect it to plummet. I think wage growth is too strong for that. But I think if we keep inflation modest, interest rates I believe, are at a peak, and the Fed will not hike. So that's always positive. If earnings can surprise or deliver, and I think that's going to be company by company, but in the aggregate, they've been relatively strong. And what really is promising to me is tech innovation. I think the tech innovation not only helps the tech companies whose products and services are in demand, but the companies that are using technology to lower their costs, to fight that wage growth, to fight that benefit cost growth that you're talking about, their insurance costs, et cetera. So technology is going to be in demand, used at the end point, and those companies that use it or make it will help power this market.
Mark Avallone, thanks for being with us on the day the Dow hit 40,000. Thank you very much, Mark. Good stuff.